chosen ones, empaths, and all of the authentic, genuine souls out there that might not identify as a chosen one or empath just yet. After you go through the experience with the narcissist in your life and you go through the ending of the relationship, you can be overwhelmed with such feelings of loneliness. It can consume you. And I want to point out that many of you may be at the start of your journey and you're feeling this feeling of overwhelming loneliness, or some of you may have carried that with you even on into the future. And what you find yourself doing when you're consumed with this loneliness is trying to fill the void. You try to fill the void with people, with friends, with whatever. And really, nothing fills that void. And that leaves you in the mindset that somehow you're missing out without being with the narcissist. And this can occur if you were discarded, reverse discarded, or even if you cut the narcissist off. You'll be in the mind state that somehow you're missing out about the narcissist because you're overwhelmed with this loneliness, and perhaps you've met someone new, or you're hanging out with friends and you're not seeing eye to eye with your friends anymore because you've gone through this mass awakening. You're not seeing, perhaps they're not understanding you, perhaps family's not understanding you, or you're in a new relationship and that person doesn't understand you. Or alternatively, you find yourself alone, yearning for company. Okay? And it's understandable. I'm not criticizing you, not belittling you. This is a process that you go through, but you have to flip the switch on this, and this void that you're seeking to fill from externally, from someone else, from somebody, a friend, family member, romantic partner, whoever, this void you're seeking to fill doesn't replace the space of the narcissist. And that's because you haven't fully healed enough yet to go forward into these new situationships or friendships or whatever. You haven't healed enough yet. Whereas what a lot of authentic individuals, chosen ones, and empaths find themselves after is going through this loneliness period, but using it to their advantage. Okay? Learning to enjoy your own company. Learning to be with your own thoughts. Learning to enjoy this period of your life. Okay? And not looking at it as a negative thing. Because it's really character defining. It really enhances your character when you go through this. Whereas if you play tit for tat and you see the narcissist you see the narcissist go on with a new supply and then you just meet someone new, and like I always say, even if that new person you meet is authentic and true and genuine and kind and loving and loyal, if your heart's still connected with the narcissist, that person's not going to be no good for you. It's down to you to do the cleansing, the healing, to be prepared for perhaps meeting someone genuine and true and that in the future. Okay? But it doesn't, as I said to you, this void that you're seeking to replace doesn't even have to be someone genuine and true and the picture perfect person that would be in your life. That doesn't have to be the void that's filled. The void that gets filled is by you channeling your energy, filling yourself with self-love, channeling your energy within, okay? Learning to develop a relationship with yourself, learning to be comfortable with your thoughts, learning, and it's not easy. It's not easy. It's easier just to go out and distract yourself, or it's easier to just distract yourself or whatever, but it's really about channeling the energy within. And even these videos or books that you read or other information you watch online, that's you filling yourself with something for you. right? So if you're benefiting from this in any way, even if you've only benefited from one thing I've said in this audio, if you're benefiting from something there and you take something from somewhere else and that's you building the picture and you're connecting, right? So it's beneficial, right? It's beneficial for you. To stay informed on topics like these, subscribe to the channel. To become a supporting member, please use the link in the description box below. So it's beneficial to you, and that's something that's personal with you. So it's building on yourself, right? You're extracting knowledge, or you're learning, or you're using skills or whatever, right? So don't view, because some people feel like they're addicted to narcissist videos, say, okay? And if the videos or the audios or whatever you're consuming is not benefiting you no more, then give it a break or don't watch them. But I'm saying for the most part, what this experience about when you do start researching information, reading books and stuff like that, is you're coming to terms with the reality of what the relationship was, right? What it is, what the narcissist is. You're coming to reality of what they truly are. That's what you're coming to reality of. Whereas before, you was under a false impression that this person was genuine, they was true, they was authentic, they was pure, they was loving, they was kind. You was under that impression. And it's taken for you to see some of them unmasking, piece together in your mind, connect and basically start, finding the answers. Okay, you go through the awakening and you find the answers. So don't overlook that. And that's what I'm saying, focus on. That fills the void in itself. This emptiness or loneliness that you could possibly be feeling, right? Doesn't necessarily, however you want to view it. You want to call it God, you want to call it the universe, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever your belief system is, okay, is a sign coming to you that you're not meant to feel loneliness with a person or anything. You're not meant to feel loneliness with that. It's all about you feeling that loneliness, you channeling that loneliness and turning it, and I should have said this earlier, turning it to be alone. Alone and loneliness are two totally different things, right? You can be lonely, yearning for company, craving company, or you can be alone and content and firm in your decision and trusting the process and enjoying your own company and all of that, okay? So this is what it's about. It's about you filling this void that you feel, whether you carried this with you on into the future or you're going through this period now where you're overwhelmed with this loneliness feeling. Channel your energy within, okay? Channel your energy within. Fill yourself with self-love. View the awakening process and fill that, the void, with that. And slowly, you'll reach surface level. There won't be a void no more. There won't be a void to be filled. Okay? There won't be a void to be filled. You'll have no void. And it will be completed from within you. Okay? So, you know how it is, right? Friends can be around you in so-called good times, and when you're going through hardships or you're going through pain or struggles, then you see their true colors. So rather than necessarily getting into arguments with friends and stuff like that, maybe because they don't have the empathy level to be able to, they don't have the understanding even, it's not even the empathy level. They maybe don't even have the understanding or the comprehension to understand what you've gone through. Rather than overbearing them with your confusion and the relationship with the narcissist that is involved in your life and things like that, you can channel this energy within. I'm not you can speak to them if they're beneficial to speak to. Speaking's good, right? I'm not knocking speaking, but I'm saying if they're not good, if they're not being of benefit, then it's better for you to channel this energy within, do it yourself, and then the next time you're around them, you can smile again, you can laugh again, you can whatever. You see what I'm saying? And it's not their fault if friends or family or whoever in your life doesn't understand what you're going through. Remember, it's not their fault that they don't understand what you're going through. It's not their fault. They haven't been through it. You probably wouldn't even understand narcissistic abuse had you not been through it. Okay, so it takes you to go through narcissistic abuse for you to truly understand what narcissistic abuse is. Okay, and also the spiritual side of narcissism, with negative forces, dark spirits, negative energy, whatever you want to call it, that's consuming these narcissists, that is part of their inner world. You know, devils, negative forces, demons, whatever you want to call that dark side, that inner world of them that they possess, right? Which they masquerade with all of these personas and artificial light and masks and whatnot, right? On the outwardly appearance, but inside, to the core of them, they are evil, right? It's hard explaining that to people because people are still under the impression of the mask, and people are still so it's time consuming, and it drains your energy trying to explain to people, right? And I'm not trying to make you not speak to people. If there's people that are of benefit, you will know they're of benefit. Okay, you'll know someone that's able to rationalize with you, get on your level, give you some good advice, give you some sound advice. Like, they're out there as well. But there's also probably friends or family that don't understand or can't get you, right? So it's better just not to express to them about them situations, right? You know, I hope you understand what I'm getting at. But just remember this void. It can be filled. It will be filled. It's going to happen through the process anyway of time. Time doesn't heal, but through the process, you're going to learn how to deal with it. So this is naturally going to happen anyway. But all I'm doing is expressing to you things that are going to occur in your process, in your healing. This void will be filled. But if you rush to other people, right? Or you get in a new relationship, or you hang around with a bunch of friends that are no good for you, or some phonies, or some fakes, or not another narcissist involved in life, or whatever, right? Then, and you haven't healed first yet from the first narcissist, then you're hurting yourself again and again and again and again, right? But you should be completely healed from the narcissist before you attempt new relationships, and with friends and stuff like that. Like I said, it's better for you to treat friendships and family members so you can smile, so you can laugh again, so you can do those things, and basically you become a new version of yourself. You have the wisdom that you didn't have before. You have the knowledge you didn't have before, but you'll laugh like you did before. You'll smile like you did before, and all of it will be filled with self-love. Like, you'll be so sure of yourself. That's what I haven't emphasized it enough in this audio, but you need to be so sure of yourself and proud of who you are. Remember, like, who you are as an individual. It was them that was the fake. It was them that was putting on the performance. It's not your fault that they tricked you, they gaslit you, they deceived you. It's not your fault. It's they're deviants. You know, that's what they do. But now you're in a situation. It's not like, why? Because they've put you through such hurt and hardship. Should you try and fill that void and feel lonely and feel like you miss them or yearn for them, and like, you know, probably loads of you are like, Zion, like, what the hell are you talking about? You hate them, you're disgusted with them. And even hate, you know, you'll probably go through a period of rage or hate or anger. Anger's probably a better word than rage. But you can go through that period with narcissistic abuse. And it's not like you're going to go out there and start lashing out or anything. You're just angry, or you're sad, or you're frustrated, and you go through all of these emotions. And like I always say, it's an adjustment phase. Okay, so you're going to adjust through this phase in life. You're going to adjust through this phase through life. And if you incorporate the meaning of this audio, what I'm telling you is, don't fill the void that you feel with external forces of whatever kind. Fill it with your own self-love. Okay, your own gratitude, giving thanks. Fill that being proud of who you are. Channeling your energy into your career or your life or your kids or whatever, right? channeling your energy into a new business idea or a new idea or a book or YouTube or anything, right? Just all of that's for yourself, right? And it's time for you to be a bit selfish, because you know what, right? You know what? It's actually down to the unselfish nature of the empath, chosen one, an authentic individual. Just hear me out. It's a theory, right? The unselfish nature, the empathy, all of that actually gives these narcissists the ability to manipulate. And this is the point that I'm making about them in new relationships. When they find new relationships with these new suppliers, and the new supplier doesn't have empathy levels that you have, kindness, love, genuine care, supportive nature, all of those qualities, the narcissist isn't able to manipulate them to the same degree. Or what's a better word of saying manipulate? Like that, the narcissist isn't able to like connect to them the same way. Okay, they're not able to do that. And manipulate was wrong where I said that. It's actually out of your genuine nature, your empathy levels, your care, why you... They think they're manipulating you, they think they're getting their own way, but really this is who you are as a person, and it takes them to go on with their life for them to realize that actually, hang about, it was actually these positive qualities that were possessed in you, that you possessed. These were the positive qualities in you, and no matter how much they manipulate or try and deceive or whatever they try to do with these other suppliers, they still can't amount that supply source that they got from yourself, right? And that's the conundrum that they find themselves in after your relationship's ended. So you just need to leave them doing that, and they will search for their whole lives trying to find a supply source that will match your level. Okay, if you're an empath, chosen one, or authentic individual, it's very rare. Okay, it's the world and globally is affected with narcissism and other toxic individuals. It's quite rare to come across people who are authentic, true, transparent, genuine, kind, loving, loyal. Not saying you're perfect, but you try your best, right? So please incorporate this. If you're feeling lonely, you're feeling sad, you're feeling overwhelmed with loneliness, you're feeling like all you need is human connection, there's a sign in that. That's not what the answer is. The answer is within you. Find yourself first, okay? Finding yourself again, right? Becoming a new version of yourself. And when you're with your family, when you're with your friends, when you're going to be yourself again. And you will be healed. And you would have refilled that void. And you'll be voidless. There'll be no void anymore. So you won't fall into these situationships or these fakes and these snakes. They can still deceive, but you'll be better prepared. You'll be better prepared for any other deviants that are on your path. You'll be better prepared. You see? There's so many of them. And that's why if you're still hurting or you're in pain and you're feeling lonely, and they'll gravitate towards you when you're like that. And also, like I said on the flip side, if you meet someone genuine and true and authentic and kind, and you've still got your heart still consumed with a narcissist, it's not fair on you being with that genuine, authentic person either, right? But remember, like I said, this void is not filled through people. This void is filled through yourself. After you filled this void in yourself, right, and you become content with your situation, you become content with your lifestyle, you become content with being alone, you trust in the process. It's not that you're not going to get into another relationship. It's not that you're not going to have friends, but you build yourself up again. You build yourself up. You build the foundations. You rebuild yourself, okay? And fill that void, right? Fill that void with love, with self-care, with channeling your energy, right? And you'll be so in a much better mind state, okay? You'll be in a much better mindset. But just affiliating with people that are no good or rushing into relationships straight after the narcissist, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Okay? It's not a good idea. Maybe some of you have found someone genuine and true and honest and authentic straight after, but I'll just say make sure that you remove that narcissist from your heart. They have to be gone from your heart. That void, please don't just rush into something to fill a void. That's basically what I'm saying. So thanks for listening today. To become a supporting member or donate to the channel, please find the links in the description box below. And if you'd like to know more about being separate from the narcissist, can be tough, click this video here, and I'll be back for another video soon. Peace.